Hey, happy Sunday. So what video game is the games that actually got you started? Now, some of you guys are much younger than me, but these are the two games that started it all. These are the two games that started it all. Thought I'd do a list of games that I thoroughly enjoy, and these are my top favorite games. Ain't no top 10, no top 12. I'm just going to say these are my top games that I thoroughly enjoyed. And what started it all was, I have to go to first. First one was Resistance: Fall of Man. Y'all know how much I love this game. I talk about it all the time. I remember when we got our first system in the house, and it was the PS3. And this was the very first game that I seen my boys play, which was Anthony. Tyler, not as much. Anthony played this, my middle son. He played this, even though I got 5 kids, but he played this, and I later, and my friend Chuck played it. And I wasn't into video games that much, but I played video games back in the day. But Fall of Man was the first game that started it all. And then I'm going to just keep going here. The next one travels down memory lane is Gears of War. That's why I always wanted the original copy, Gears of War. Man, this Xbox 360. I just bought this for sentimental purposes only. My youngest boy was only maybe 8 or 10. He sat down and helped his dad get through that. That was which was me, and he helped me beat this game. That's when we got the Xbox 360. That's when the Xbox 360 was kicking some butt. But these are the games that I actually enjoyed playing, that I actually got me really back into the video kick thing. But like I said, I wasn't into the video game thing because I had quit years prior because my life took a turn of events, and I had to do a course correction and try to get myself back on track. And then the kids was there, and then I had to work all these jobs, and I had to take care of them. And then when we got our second system, we had 3 systems that we brought in the house. The first system was the Nintendo GameCube. Now, if I had a game that I didn't play no games on Nintendo GameCube. GameCube, if I would have played the game, would have been that original Star Fox. I really enjoyed that game, but I watched my boys play that. But Metroid Prime was the game that I would bring up in this to, would be the GameCube part. Metroid Prime. And Gears of War. Fantastic game. I just don't know if they'll ever be able to put put the genie back in the bottle. They just that time, and back in that time when Microsoft and whatever they was doing back in them days, for the 360 era, I just think I don't know what happened. I still know what happened. But anyway, now those games I just said, these are the games that got started off, but I wasn't still playing. I was just playing randomly. But those 2 games I played eventually by myself. My son helped me beat this game. But Resistance: Fall of Man, I played by myself. But it took me a while to beat, but I beat it. But that's another thing. I don't know why Sony just will not make another Resistance. They will not make another Resistance. I just do not understand. I think it would sell. And then going from the kind of like high to the lowest, you know what I mean? And then as I got going further and further, now I don't have all the Uncharted, but I got the collections in here somewhere. But I got Uncharted 4. Now Uncharted 4, I enjoyed this game. I so enjoyed this game. This game was just so flipping good. Oh my God, I actually sat down and I actually played this game. And I just came home after working out and all that kind of stuff, because I'm a busy person. I actually stayed on this game and I played it. And I really want to capture that again. I don't really have that now. I feel like I don't play enough. But I remember coming home, and it was either every other day or every day I'd actually play this game. And I got through this game. Love games like this. And then we can't Last of Us. Now, this is the Last of Us remastered. I used to have the original, but I don't have it anymore. But I got the original Last of Us. Yeah, you know I couldn't get into this game. I remember when I got this game, I was like, nah, man, this is, cause I knew it was the same company. And people kept telling me, I said, yeah, I heard about it. People would tell me, said, like I said, all my friends are much younger than me. I said, yeah, man, I heard about that Last of Us. Man, I'm really trying to play that game. I can't seem to get into it, I kept telling people. You know, so I sat down one day and I actually started a new game. And I said, let me see what, let me just see what's going on here, you know? And so I played this thing and I got into it and I got stuck. I got so frustrated I got stuck. I got so mad that I put the game away. I put it on the shelf. And 2 years later, I went back. And I was talking to this younger cat at work, and he played the game, and he was telling me that, I know what you're talking about, man. He says, you just have to stay away from there and hide. He goes, and then if you would actually hide, he let him go a certain distance. And I was at work going like this. He goes, I said, is that it? He goes, yeah. Went on, pow, got through that section. I took right off after that. I mean, I blew through this game. This is one heck of a story. This before they started putting stuff in it. This was just a straight up good movie. The other one, I mean, good video game. The other one, Last of Us 2, they inserted a bunch of stuff in it that I didn't really care for. But that was a good game, by the way. I can't sit there and tell you guys that wasn't a good game. I'm going to tell you straight up. Last of Us 2 was a good game. It's just that y'all know there's a lot of things I don't care for. I'm not going to get into it, but you know I don't care for it. I kind of wish they would have just kept Ellie straight and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like they didn't need to have her turn gay and all that kind of stuff and rewrite. But even though, you know, she is like that, the Last of Us 2 was still a good one, but it doesn't hold a candlestick to this one. And that DLC where she made that, there's a DLC where she had to try to get some medicine for Joel. I had that DLC, and her and that little girl that she had a little love interest in. I remember when I was the first time I seen it, I was like, man, what's going on here? And then I didn't let it bother me that much, and I just played that DLC, and that was an excellent DLC, man. That was an extension to this one. I mean, Ellie, man, she was trying to get Joel that medicine because Joe was really badly hurt. But yeah, these are the games that I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I have no problem going back and playing again. You know, I love these games, and I can play them. Oh, I could take a year off and I'll pop them back in and play them over again. Yeah, it's just. And then the next one is Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh my Lord, man! I just fell in love with this game. Another game. I put this game down for 2 years. I got so mad because I got stuck. And I actually went home, and my son Tyler beat the game, and my friend Chuck, he beat the game. And I was talking about it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna pop this bad boy back in, and I'm gonna see what's going on. So I actually said, okay, Vic, what was actually going on that made you so mad that you put the game down for 2 years? So I said, okay, let's see what you're doing. And I think my problem is, and this is with a lot of video games, is I want to get through that game. I want to get through it so bad I get frustrated when I get stuck, because they make the video games where it's challenging. You have to think, and you have to do things to get through the story, which is good, because they can't just make super easy video games. They wouldn't be able to keep up making games. They can't keep up with making games now for a lot of full-grown men and women who blow through these new games and they want a new one again. They take too long to make. But anyway, Horizon Zero Dawn. I can play this one over, you know, because they got that Horizon Zero Dawn coming out in, you know, the DLC. And oh yeah, not the DLC, but the remaster. You only got to upgrade. It only costs you $10 to upgrade. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy a whole new game. It's only $10 to upgrade. And then Resistance 2. I don't think this game is as good as the first one, but it is good. I really think it's good. When it says 5 out of 5, 9.5 out of 10, 5 out of 5, as you see right there, I believe it. So I got into this game. But you know, when I played this game because I was like, boom. I went through this game because I was so into that first game. And I have never, you know, I've never really beat Resistance 3. I have never beat it yet. My son said he liked it. My son Anthony said he liked it, but I have not beat it yet. I still have it over there to play. But yeah, this is an excellent game, man. Not quite as good as that first one. I still say Sony ought to try to make another one. I just don't know why they just refuse to. Now this game, it took me 2 years to beat this game too because I was stuck and I could not figure out why I was stuck. But a lot of times when you get frustrated and you get stuck, you get frustrated, you get so frustrated, you got the answer sitting right there in front of your face and you can't see it. And so I did a walkthrough and I got on this walkthrough and I was like, I'm right there in the same section. So how's he getting through that section? So I watched the walkthrough and I was literally right there. And I just could not get through and man, I got excited after seeing what he did. Popped my game back in and after that, this game is gorgeous. Oh my God, it is gorgeous. This is an extended story of Nadine and Chloe. Nadine and Chloe. Well, Chloe, man, that chick is freaking fine, man. Nadine's a bad little chick too, man. I'll take them both, tell you the truth. You know, especially if Nadine don't want to use nothing. Both of them can fight though. This was I love this story. Ain't nothing better than watching two super badass chicks, man, kicking some ass and look good at the same time. And these chicks didn't look like dudes. Now, if you put these chicks, they make a new, I guarantee you, they make one of these, they make these chicks look like dudes. They make the chin look all square, and they'll just make them look very unattractive. Cut their curves down a little bit, and just, I guarantee you, if they make another one, they make these chicks look like dudes. That's a shame. They ain't make them look like dudes in this one, though. And then, my sexy girl. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I can play this over and over and over. I never get tired of playing this. Never. That's why this is one of those games that I am so used to playing. It's my type of game. It's my type of game that I can play. You know, man, love this game. I still have this game in my PS4, and sometimes I'll just go over there and play it because I just love that story and that adventure. I don't know why I cannot stop playing this game. I could play it all the time, and I never get tired of it. I can go back and just, and then this one, just as good. It's the next one afterwards. It's a continuation of the story of the next one. Just as good. Yeah. Because when I put it in, I was like, man, I really hope this is as good as that. You know, I kept saying that Rise of the Tomb Raider, because that Rise of Tomb Raider was just, man, it was just, I put it in and it was just as good, man. Just as good. Man. And again, a super hot chick that not only looks good, but can fight and can hold her own. And she's smart and she looks like this. She's not a he-she chick. That's how you do it. Love Tomb Raider. I'm not even going to touch these new ones they're trying to put out. I see where they're heading with those. And then this is my least of my favorites, but do you know I blew through this game? I blew through this game. I mean, I blew through it. And the reason why I blew through it, because I was just so, I was so into the other two, which was made by, Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix. But this one was made, I don't know, man. This one, it was a little different. But this is a steelbook one. And I'm kind of glad I got the steelbook one. I had showed you guys this steelbook before, but isn't that pretty neat how you got that on there like that? That's pretty slick. You can actually feel that. And I ain't going to waste time because I know I showed you guys all this in the previous video. But, yeah, I blew through this game. This is more of a stealth, putting mud on you and being off to the side, sneaking up. This is more of a stealth game. It was made by a different company, but it says Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix, but I don't know. And it took me a while to get through this game. And I've had so many people down through the years tell me, oh, you ought to play that game. I said, yeah, man, I'm going to try, you know. And, oh, you ought to play this game. And out of all the Resident Evil, everybody that's much younger than me always told me about Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. And it took me a while to beat this game. And this is an excellent remake. I mean, Capcom, man, this is an excellent remake. I mean, the graphics and the gameplay and just, you know, these things in here are kind of smart. They ain't just standing there and let you take them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like I was telling you guys before, some of these games that I'm telling you about, these are the games that I truly enjoy. There's a ton of them over there I haven't even finished. I'm in the middle of them. And I'll throw up one of my thoughts when I get some of them done. Right now, I'm in the middle of Astrobot, still playing, you know, God, there's like 2 or 3 games I'm in the middle of, because that's just what I do. I'll play a game and I'll put it down, I'll put something else in. But you guys, this Resident Evil 4, now after all years of people that's at least 20 years younger than me told me about this game, 20 to 25 years younger than me, kept telling me, man, you ought to try that Resident Evil 4. And then, you know, when they said they was coming out with a remake and everybody was all excited about the remake, I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy it. You know what? Great investment, baby. Great investment. I'm telling you, it's a great investment. You know, I'll be honest with you guys. You ought to find a hobby. Find something that you got a passion about. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, some people, they're so into keeping up with the Joneses, man. It don't take much to make me happy, man. Because like I said, I got my little game systems. I got my little, you know, gym in my other room. I got my bike. I got my truck I'm working on. I got my car I got paid off, man, you know. And, you know, I read my Bible in the morning, man. I take walks. I like simple things, man. Now, it don't cost much to make me happy. I got a collection of my, you know, my movies. Whatever your passion is, man, stick to it. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? It could be, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, this is a good investment because, man, when I beat this game, I felt like, I don't know, man. I remember when I beat it and I got to the end, man, nobody was even in the living room. And I remember when I got to the end, I was like that was not, I had my fist up in the air. It's like, yeah, finish this game, baby. And I text a couple people, man. I text Chuck. Obviously, he finished it. But I remember when I finished this game, man, Alex, so excited. But anyway. And then I was at the gym, and this young cat, I was at my friend's house, him and his wife. And they're 44 or 43 now. They're like 20 years younger than me. I went over their house, hey, what's up? How's it going? You know, blah, blah. And I stopped by their house. They're just some people I used to, I don't stop by there as much anymore, but I remember he's playing Modern Warfare 2, and I was just sitting down and talking to him. I said, I was on my way home, man. I started to say hi. I said, what's up, man? You know, we talk. And he said, hey, he said, Vic, you ever play this game? I said, nah, man. I said, this real young cat built like a rock, man. Named Danny Young kept talking about it. I said, yeah, man, this dude named Danny Young always tell me it's a good game too. And I said, and so I visited him for a while, and I was getting ready to leave. He said, you want to try? I said, no, man, I don't get into that stuff, man. I said, I don't really get into that, you know, going overseas and taking, you know, I don't know, man. I said something about it, man. It just seems too much for me. I told him, so I'm sitting there talking to him. We just talking about stuff, and I'm watching him play, right? And then I said, whoa, man, that's crazy. And he goes, yeah. And he looked at me and goes, you sure you don't want to play? He goes, here. He said, let me start your new game. So he clicks off his game, he puts the controller, and I start a new game. So I'm sitting there like, all right, man. And man, I tell you what, I was 45 minutes into that game. I was like, oh my God, I love this game. And so fast forward the following week, I was down there, and this young cat, I mean, this kid was young, man. I mean, built like an ox. I mean, this kid was built, man, you know. And Dan, his name is Dan. Dan come down there and said, he always said, the legend. He always knows how old I am, and I took care of myself. He goes, Vic the legend. So what's up, man? He says, not much. And then he's going to give me a ride home. And I was telling him, I said, man, I stopped over at my friend's house, man. I said, you right, that Modern Warfare 2 is good. So he said, I'll let you borrow it, but I need it back next week. And he took that game back the following week. He let me have it for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. I took that game home and I was on it every day. You know, eventually I ended up buying my own copy, but this is an excellent game. And do you know what? I used to buy all the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, even the, you know, there was one that came out, I think 4 years ago. And my son Tyler, he said, Dad, you buy that whole disc just for that campaign? I'd buy Modern Warfare, all the Modern Warfares for just the campaign. Now, they kind of dropped the ball on the last few, but there's that one where they went and they had a bomb over in France and then they had to go overseas and stuff. That, I beat that game in 2 days. I came home every day and beat that game. That's where they had a bomb in Paris and then they went overseas and they had to go over to this place and then that game was so good, man. That was the newer Modern Warfare. I can't think of the name of it. I got it over there. Should have put it on this list. But anyway, Modern Warfare 2, it's going to always be near and dear to my heart because it's a game I ain't want to have nothing to do with it. Nothing. Nada. I just kept telling everybody, I said, man, I don't want to play that crap. Man, I don't get into that. I kept saying it. Fell in love with it once I started playing it. And last but not least, this ain't even open. I just bought it for sentimental things, just to have in my collection. This is not even open. And this game, a lot of people's like, oh, well, you want to play Halo this and Halo. Yeah, you always get in that argument about, well, Halo is the best one and everything. For me, Halo 4 is the best one, to me. Now, I have people that told me, said, well, you ought to try Halo 3 or you ought to try Halo Reach or something like that. This one, I love the graphics. I love the way it's so colorful. It's just a good game. And man, God, this is a good movie. I mean, good video game. And Halo 4. And I always wanted to share with you guys some memories of some of the games that's near and dear to my heart. And that's a guy that is late to the game. Some of y'all, you know, some people out there, I feel like they've been bottle-fed video games because they're so much younger than me, and they've just been, you know, bottle-fed video games ever since they was little. Oh, I grew up with the Nintendo, this, and all the different types of games that come up. I was late to the show because, like I said, when I was playing video games, I was going to a lot of concerts back in the day because I didn't have no kids till I didn't have my first kid. I didn't have a child until I was like 31 or something like that. So, you know, you're talking about, you know, like I said, I like to go to a lot of concerts and, you know, I was working out, I was playing tennis, I was taking up self-defense, and I was just, you know, having fun. I was a young kid, man. I was just a young man, just living life. And, you know, they had television back then and Pac-Man and stuff. And then as life went on, I took a turn for the worse and I had to steer the ship back on course. And then the kids came along and failed relationships. And then, you know, I had to steer that ship through all them treacherous waters and stuff. And then, you know, I thank God for where I'm at. There's not a day I thank God from where I'm at, you guys. And I must talk about my faith, you know. And this Halo 4, this is the last one, but this is a good game. And like I said, I had a lot of people tell me, "Oh man, you ought to try Halo this and Halo that," and I like this. And I said, "Yeah, it's very debatable, man, but this is the one that I like the most." So anyway, you guys, what is some of the, you know, video games that you hold near and dear to your heart that has a stronghold on you per se? You know, because some of you might have a list that's like 100 miles long, but this is just a short list of the games that I actually completed. But to be honest with you, I've never completed this. You know where I'm at? I'm at the very last part. Very last part. I just got caught up in something and I just put it down. I mean, I'm at the very, very end. But man, this game just kept me. I love when games can suck me in and bring me in and keep me engaged. And that's a casual gamer. You know what I mean? So anyway, you guys, God bless and enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe out there and have a great upcoming week. We'll catch you next video.